Greetings YouTubers, it's your boy Haytur, and today we'll be going over the changes to PvP for rogues in 5.0, specifically the Assassination spec. If you find this helpful, like always, please like and subscribe. Okay guys, today we're going to take a look at the Assassin PVP spec. I've tried this out, and honestly I have to say that rogues have taken a pretty hard hit. Things still seem a little buggy on live right now, but with some of the stealth being bugged a little bit, but there's really not much you can do about that other than live with it. We do feel a little weak, and personally I felt pretty squishy throughout my experiences with it. However, I think you'll find that you're just going to have to live with it until 90. Of course, we're not balanced. You know, everything's kind of balanced around being level 90. So, without further ado, I'll go over some of the major changes. First off, Vanishing Cloak. We got kind of nerfed there. We go up from a 2-minute cooldown to a 3-minute cooldown on both, which honestly I've really felt, especially without preparation. And also another big one, kick has gone up from 10 seconds to 15, which I'm a little pissed off about. There's a glyph that can help change this, but I haven't really toyed with it yet. The other thing, if you're going for assassination with stats, you should get your 6%, possibly go into expertise. I haven't really fully got a lot of information with that yet. So if anybody knows, please let me know. And then you're going to want to take off all that crit. So much crit that I had to reforge, and toss it all into mastery. That's really going to be a big thing, especially for assassin rogues right now. A few other things to note is that we have a passive 15% speed boost while stealth, so it's no longer a talent. There is a talent that you can go in that will actually add stealth movement, but personally I didn't follow with it. I'm going to go ahead and go over some of the talents and what I decided to go with. Personally, between Night Stalker, Subterfuge, and Shadow Focus, I mean, I just found Subterfuge being the best. I mean, you don't break, you can't be CC'd, you can do quite a bit of damage in that particular time, though again, it does feel a little buggy right now, or a little not as responsive as it really should be. I've had some problems with it. As for other ones, I didn't see any reason taking Deadly Throw. Granted, having a interrupt with 5 combo points seems pretty boss. It seems a little bit of an annoying thing, and it would have to line up almost perfectly for it to really be useful, I think anyways. This one, I may actually decide to go with Kidney Shot, with Nerve Strike, simply because I think it might be more effective. I've been getting hit so hard that combo readiness pretty much hasn't done me any good, so I might be switching soon. It's something to keep in mind. Cheat Death, I initially went with this because leeching poison, I just I couldn't see not running with without crippling, to be honest, because our current set, as far as I know, doesn't have the one that I think it's Brewmaster, basically the one where if you your poisons apply crippling anyways. As far as I know, it's not on our current set. I looked, didn't seem that way, so I'm running crippling on my offhand right now. But to be personally honest, I think elusiveness will come out ahead. Your feign ability also reduces all damage taken by 30% for 5 seconds. That just, I mean, with the damage I was taking, this seems like a great improvement. And keep in mind, I'm wearing full cata gear, so I mean, I was getting hit like a mage, it was pretty stupid. This is the one that everybody has the big problem with. I couldn't justify taking prep. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't handle not having the mobility. Granted, you can use it, vanish or cloak to get out of it, but it wasn't justifiable to me. I think honestly it's a better PvE spec at the moment. Maybe it'll be better in arena, but we'll just have to see how level 90 is. Shadow Step. Now, I hear that you can actually use this to go to allies. I haven't tested it myself, but which is something I was reading. It's a great spell, but 24 seconds seems a little bit of a long time. I couldn't take the justification using it, despite that I love this spell. Burst of Speed, I went with it. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I can keep it up for a large amount of time, and it has saved my life a few times. As for this one, this was honestly a tough choice between me, because I really like the idea of Dirty Tricks. I mean, your Gouge and Blind no longer have energy costs. That to me seems really good, but I think it's also situational, probably better for arena. So I went for the more damage with Prey on the Weak. It's a pretty good talent, although again I've been CC'd and blown up pretty quick lately. So I'm going to try elusiveness and see how things go. Other than that, things you might want to keep in mind for this particular class is you're going to want to use Deadly Poison on your main hand. It's just the staple of this class, and Crippling Poison on our offhand. Like I said, we don't have anything to slow people at the moment. Opening, I mean, it's really personal preference. Also depends on what talent you take. Depending on the classes, sometimes we'll open with Garrot and just ambush. Then of course you're going to want to mutilate and keep slice and dice up. Bleeds are really important for assassination rogues, because bleeds give a 75% chance to do 685 additional nature damage, and it also you also regain 10 energy. Keep in mind, however, that Rupture and Garrot do not stack, so long as you have a bleed, that's fine, but you don't get extra damage for having both up. Also with Rupture, if an enemy dies while you have Rupture up on them, you will regain energy equivalent to the remaining Rupture that's on them. So those are the big things that I have seen. We also got a few other abilities. For instance, we have Shadow Walk, requires stealth. It greatly improves your stealth. I don't know exactly how this will be overly useful at the moment. It's a great ability. I think that it can be very useful in arena, and possibly when you're trying to walk past certain people, but I haven't really gotten a chance to really test it out. Shroud of Concealment, it basically makes everybody in your general area stealth, as long as they're not in combat, from what I've seen. It's a pretty nice spell. I don't think I've really gotten to use its full potential in Battlegrounds at the moment. And arenas are down, so I mean, of course they can't have any fun with that, so I think it will definitely be a very interesting spell in RPGs and arenas to like later. A few other things to note, especially with glyphs. My current glyph setup, of course I went with Blind. It's almost a must without the other talent, and Garrot and Shiv. Shiv's a bit on the longer cooldown right now, since it's macro. Let's see. It's apparently, from what I'm hearing, pretty annoying to use because of it. Yeah, it's on an 8-second cooldown. And right now, Shiv affects your poisons. For instance, of course it doesn't list on here. It'll make Crippling put 70% slow instead of 50. And for Mind Numbing, it'll make their cast time 100% more. So that's pretty interesting new use for Shiv, and of course it still takes off in the range effects, so that's important to remember. The other ability that we got, which I haven't seen a big use for in PvP just yet, is Crimson Tempest.